So what do you get when you mix cocaine and a bear?
Hello there, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and children.
You get a white Christmas in February, and possibly a drinking game to go along with this film. And yes, we are going to be discussing Cocaine Bear, which is actually based on true events. And if you're not familiar with the true events, it's exactly kind of what the movie depicts. Now, there's a lot of it that was Hollywood based. Not only that, but the bear in the movie is dealt differently than how the bear was in real life. For example, female bear in real life actually had a lot of system failures due to the amount of cocaine that she ingested during the time frame that she did, to the point where when they actually took the bear out and opened its internal organs, it actually found about 34 more pounds of cocaine in its stomach. So it went through intensive organ failure because of the amount that it did. Now, did it go on a killing spree? Yes, absolutely. It went on an absolute killing spree, and you can actually see the actual stuffed bear in a store in Kentucky. As far as the film goes, Bear in the film is actually treated a lot better with the amount of cocaine that it has in its system. It didn't showcase any organ failure. Now, did it get shot? Yes. But with a few powdered snow, it literally spit out the bullet. And that's exactly what you get with this movie. Is you're not there for the CGI. You're not there for the cinematography. You're honestly there for a good time, and that's exactly what you get out with this film, which is, of course, directed by Elizabeth Banks. Now, I haven't seen really much of her other work. I know she's done Pitch for Perfect, and then she did The Charlie's Angels, and now this one. This one is more so of a film that I've actually sat down and watched that she's done. And she did great. She did a wonderful job directing it as far as guidance goes. The story was not written by her, as it was written by someone else. But regardless, this movie is just going in for a good time. If you want to see what happens to a bear when it gets pounds and pounds of cocaine in its system, this is the movie. Now, this movie actually does showcase three actors that I know, such as Kerry Russell. Then you do have O'Shea Jackson Jr., which is Ice Cube's son. Then you do have Ray Liotta. May he rest in peace. Now, there's two actual stories other than the cocaine bear itself. You have Kerry Russell's character, who actually has a daughter who runs out, and her friend does come across this bear. Now you have a mom trying to rescue her daughter from being kidnapped from the bear. Then you have, of course, Ray Liotta's character, who actually deals with the Colombian drug lords who smuggles in cocaine. O'Shea Jackson Jr. is actually part of his group, and that's how those two entangle with one another. So again, there's actually three parts of this movie. Cocaine Bear itself, with the natural wildlife, and then you have the mom searching for her daughter who was kidnapped by the bear, and then you have Ray Liotta and O'Shea Jackson teaming up together, of course, making sure that they get all the cocaine that was lost in the woods. Now, apparently, the real life story, as it shows in the end titles and such, is the fact that they haven't found all the cocaine that was subjectively lost in the woods, so they say. So apparently, you can stumble across bags of it still in the woods. But then again, from the 80s. So I'm pretty sure all the grass has grown over it, or forestation has grown over it. Just never know. But regardless, though, again, this movie is based more solely on having a fun time, having a good time. And the only reason for that is because the trailer shows what you're going to get. So you already know exactly what you're going to get when you go into this film. And so, honestly, it's a solid choice. I would recommend watching it, especially if you're into these types of movies. The actors were really good in their roles as far as being funny when they should be, being emotionally attached to some characters as well. Not so much, doesn't really matter. But regardless, though, it is a fun time. And yes, it will spark probably drinking games in the future. But I highly recommend it to go see it while it's in theaters. There was a few jump scares, was not expecting that, so just be mindful of that. But regardless, though, have you guys seen it? What are your thoughts? Leave a comment below. Make sure you follow us on all social platforms. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube. And of course, click the link below to go to the merchandise store. Catch you guys next time.